welcome or welcome back to Life on the Franch. Today, we're going to be talking about our experience adopting a hamster off of Facebook Marketplace. Adopting slash rescuing a hamster off of Facebook Marketplace. So, you will have already seen the setup and everything, and this is more of like a reflection type video about the process. So if you want to see like the initial like how to like adopt a hamster off of Facebook, you can click the link here. But this is kind of like when you're going to adopt them. So with Facebook Marketplace, you have to reach out and message the person that you're buying the stuff from. And one of the things you have to ask, because they're not allowed to say in the description, is if it comes with the hamster or not. Because usually it'll be under like hamster cage or all my hamster things. And so the first post that we had found had two hamsters in abysmal conditions, and immediately I was like, Stan, we have to try and rescue these hamsters. Like, we have to. But we only have room for one hamster. So, and don't, like, if you're going to look for rescue hamsters, it's very easy to like want to rescue all of them, but if you can't take care of them, you aren't helping them, so you have to know what your limits are. And right now our limit was one additional hamster. So I reach out to this person and I say, hi, my name is Franch. Can I buy just one of your hamsters? You can keep the cage and all the supplies. I'm just interested in the hamster, but I'll pay you the asking price for the hamster. And the asking price for the two hamsters, cage, and supplies was $50. But I was like, I have to save this hamster. And we kind of are messaging back and forth. So we're kind of messaging back and forth. And I just want to show you, first of all, what the conditions were. And then the argument, it wasn't an argument, but the rationale this person had for why I could not adopt just one hamster. So let me pull that up real quick. I'm going to try to find the original post because I can't get to it from my messages, but I will, if I find it, include a picture of it here. I said, hello, my name is Franch. Does this include the hamster? Because in the initial photo, there is one hamster. And they go, yes, there's two of them, two females, everything I have and all the other stuff. And then I said, in that enclosure or in a different one? And then the person says, I got them at the store but realized I can't handle. There's two in the same cage. I didn't know it has to be bigger for two, and they didn't say anything, so. I was thinking of buying the big one, or I can give them away. They spent $100 on everything so far. So, but they don't, she doesn't have, or the person doesn't have a house, they have an apartment, so they don't have the space for the proper sized enclosure, which is presumably why they're going up for adoption. And then, so Okay, in my mind, I'm going, oh my god. There are two hamsters. They look to be Syrian hamsters in the same cage, in what may be the smallest cage I have ever seen, with a plastic wheel. And so they send us a video. So I'm gonna play for you this video. So many things wrong. Arched back, wire wheel, two hamsters on one wheel, two hamsters in one cage, period. And now I'm like, oh my god, this is like even more dire than I had originally thought. But they go on. They're cute, but not for me. It was my son's birthday, so I let him convince me. And I just was like, I'm glad that they realized they needed a bigger cage and they put them up for adoption because they can't handle that, and I think that is a good thing. When they learned that. So then I said, we're only looking for one hamster. Can we buy just one hamster and you can keep all the other stuff? We'll still pay $50. And then they go, no, that's a waste of money. You can buy one at the store for $29. I don't want to rip you off. And I'm like, so then I said, we'd rather adopt. If you only want us to pay $30, we can. And then they go, that's the store if you want just one. I want them to be together. I know that sounds ridiculous. And so then I was like, I was a little mama bearish about this hamster that I didn't even own. So then I said, well, hamsters are solitary pets and really shouldn't be housed together. They have to have their own setup. I know it sounds weird because lots of pets want friends, but hamsters are very territorial, especially when they age. And then they reply, oh, then give them both a house and take the cage for the other one. And then they said they bought two because they thought they were going to die alone. And then it's a friendly conversation after that. But basically, they end up deciding not to take up our offer because we could not take both hamsters from them. Because they were like, well, you could just buy two enclosures and then take them both. Just buy another enclosure and you have one enclosure already. And it's like, that's 80 gallons. I don't have 80 gallons of space. I also don't have a house. So, frustrating. But then I went on Facebook Marketplace a day later, saw another hamster, Gamer, whose video you can see up here. But that experience was very smooth. I got a reply within 5 hours. I got a reply. I was able to pick Gamer up the same day. The owners seemed to really care about Gamer. They just weren't aware of proper care for hamsters or their diets. But the care was certainly there. And they were getting rid of Gamer because they got a dog, but they had had Gamer for 6 months. And I'm really glad that we adopted, because these hamsters, like, even though it's like more complicated and you're dealing with people and you are maybe paying more, and then you get things you don't need, or don't want, uh, it's just, you're taking a hamster out of a bad situation and putting them into a better one. Um, and I really like that. Um, so even though it was stressful, and even though I'm heartbroken that we weren't able to convince the first person to separate their hamsters or to sell one of them to us, I hope those hamsters have the best lives, but there is nothing we can do. But if you're looking for a hamster, I highly recommend trying out Facebook Marketplace, Pet Finder, Craigslist, and trying to adopt, because these hamsters have had it kind of rough. But if you found this video informative at all, give it a thumbs up. If you've had adoption experiences, I'd love to hear how yours went. So leave them in the comments down below. And if you want to see more of our content, hamster or otherwise, click subscribe and ding the bell button to know when we post. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!